Good afternoon, students. Today we will study Unit 2, Lecture 12, Heterocyclic Compounds. In heterocyclic compounds, the last topic, reagents. In reagents, in this PPT, we will see 1,3-dithiene, sulfur lights, LDA, Prevost and Woodward hydroxylation. All these things we will see in this lecture. 1,3-dithiene. It is a 6-membered heterocyclic compound. You are seeing 1,3-dithiene is a 6-membered heterocyclic compound. That means on 3 are carbons and 2 are sulfur atoms, and below one more carbon is there and 2 hydrogen is there. So this is 1,3-dithiene reagent. Synthesis of 1,3-dithiene. It is prepared by the reaction of dithiol with the carbonyl compounds by elimination of water molecule. You are seeing this is propane 1,3-dithiol. In the presence of formaldehyde, we are getting 1,3-dithiene molecule. So propane CH2 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 SH SH. So in the position 1 and 3 you are having sulfur, so it is thio groups are there, so it is propane 1,3-dithiol. It is called as dithiol. Next, formaldehyde, C double bond O HH, formaldehyde. In the presence of H plus we are getting 1,3-dithiene. It is the method of synthesis of 1,3-dithiene. Reactions of 1,3-dithiene. So in reactions we will see synthesis of aldehyde. 1,3-dithiene is deprotonated with a strong base and the resulting carbanion is alkylated with an alkyl halide to give thioacetal. Ketone hydrolysis in the presence of mercury chloride gives aldehyde. So here it is dithiene anion. So the molecule is, if it is 2 hydrogens are there, then it is 1,3-dithiene. So one of the hydrogen is removed here, and here it is forming 1,3-dithiene anion. So it is alkylated. This negative charge attacks on R and X is removed, and here R gets attached to there and it is known as thioacetal. In the place of hydrogen, R is there and it is known as thioacetal. This in presence of HgCl2, mercury chloride on hydrolysis. In the presence of mercury chloride we get aldehyde. So from 1,3-dithiene we can prepare aldehyde. Next, second is synthesis of ketone. 1,3-dithiene is deprotonated to give thioacetal, which is alkylated twice to give thioketal in presence of the presence of butyl lithium. Ketone hydrolysis in presence of mercury chloride gives ketone. Here thioacetal is there. So thioacetal, once more it is alkylated again in the presence of butyl lithium and R-X, then you are getting thioketal. There it was thioacetal, here it is thioketal. Again here it is hydrolysis is taking place in the presence of mercury chloride to give ketone. So to synthesize aldehyde we are alkylating one time, and for synthesis of ketone 2 times alkylation is done. Next, sulfur lights. Sulfur lights, Y is silent, so we call it as sulfur lights. These are Zwitter ions. What do you mean Zwitter ions? If the same species carried positive and negative charge, then it is known as Zwitter ion. So it is S plus 2 bond, C minus 2 bonds. So it is sulfur lights are, in this way we can write sulfur lights. Example is dimethyl sulfonium methylide and dimethyloxo sulfonium. So you are seeing CH3 taken twice, S plus CH2, it is dimethyl sulfonium methylide. Next, dimethyl oxo sulfonium, CH3 taken twice, S double bond O CH2, it is dimethyl oxo sulfonium. So these are the examples of sulfur lights. Preparation of sulfur lights. The sulfonium salts on treatment with a base like alkyl lithium eliminate an alpha hydrogen to form dialkyl sulfonium methylide, a sulfur light. So dimethyl sulfur, CH3 taken twice, yes, dimethyl sulfate in the presence of CH3I, methyl iodide. We are getting sulfonium salt. So this CH3, one more added here, CH3 taken thrice, Si, both are getting added, and we are getting sulfonium salt. This sulfonium salt in presence of alkyl lithium gives sulfur light. CH3 taken twice, S double bond, CH2, or we can also write it as CH3 taken twice, S plus and CH2 minus. Both are same thing, sulfur light. So in this way we can prepare sulfur lide. Reactions of sulfur lide. We are using this sulfur lide in Wittig reaction. The Wittig reaction is a useful method for converting carbonyls to alkenes. So carbonyls are getting converted into alkenes. It is here carbonyl group is the carbonyl compound. It can be aldehyde or ketone, but not ester. Only aldehyde and ketone is there. And here we are getting a lide, PH3 P double bond CH2. It is a lide. Then you are getting alkene and also triphenyl phosphine oxide. So this is the Wittig reaction. So in Wittig reaction, what is the carbonyl groups are converted into alkene. This is the best example of reaction of sulfur lide. Next, lithium diisopropyl amide, LDA. Is it lithium diisopropyl amide? See here you are seeing in the N. NH3 is there. So if NH3 formula of ammonia, 2H are removed and there you are adding isopropyl group CH3 CH CH3. On both sides of nitrogen there is isopropyl group CH3 CH CH3 CH3 CH CH3, and on N there is lithium. So on this side we can also indicate it by this type of structure. By lines also we can indicate, that is LDA. What is LDA? It is lithium diisopropyl amide. Preparation: diisopropyl amine reacts with N-butyl lithium to give LDA. Diisopropyl amine is there. When it reacts with N-butyl lithium, we are getting LDA. So we are saying diisopropyl amine gets H plus, and on N there is negative charge. And here when it reacts with N-butyl lithium, N minus is there and lithium metal goes and attached there, and so it is forming LDA. Lithium diisopropyl amide is prepared. This is the method of preparation of LDA. Examples. So formation of enolates. We can see here the formation of enolates are there. So ketoenol, you know ketoenol tautomerism. Here in the example 1 you are seeing the keto group is there and it is converted into enol group, OLI. And next second example, alkylation of enolates. So alkyl group, R group gets added here. On the left side alkyl group is added, CH3Br is added, and so this is alkylation reaction. The example 2, halogenation of enolates. So what happened? Halogenation take place. Halogen gets added. Br is getting added, green color. Br is added there. Next example is aldol reaction. In aldol condensation also LDA is used. So these are the examples of reactions of LDA. The formation of enolate, alkylation of enolate, halogenation of enolate, and aldol reaction. Next, Prevost hydroxylation reaction. A solution of iodine in carbon tetrachloride and equimolecular amount of silver acetate undergoes anhydrous condition. Under anhydrous condition give diacetyl derivative of transdiol, which on saponification gives transdiol. This reaction is developed by scientist Prevost and is known as Prevost reaction. Here you are seeing the cyclohexene is there. So the double bond is there, cyclohexene plus we are getting iodine. I bond I mean that is iodine. A solution of iodine in carbon tetrachloride and equimolecular solution of silver acetate. You are getting silver acetate under anhydrous condition. We are getting diacetyl derivative of transdiol. You are seeing here what happens, cyclohexene reacts with iodine and in this way you are getting iodonium salt is formed. CH3CO acetate, the bond breaks on iodine is getting negative charge, and here we are getting positive charge, and acetate group reacts on that position. Then we are getting oxonium salt. This oxonium salt in the presence of acetate, again CH3CO acetate, then we are getting transdiol is there. We are getting trans 1,2-dihydroxy cyclohexane is formed. Diacetate of trans 1,2-dihydroxy cyclohexane is formed. Then saponification. Saponification means CH3C double bond O group is changing into OH, is known as saponification, and so we will get trans 1,2-dihydroxy cyclohexane is formed. So in Prevost hydroxylation reaction, any alkene we can take and which is reacting with iodine and silver acetate to give trans 1,2-dihydroxy cyclohexane is formed. Next, Woodward hydroxylation reaction. This reaction takes place in aqueous medium. The oxonium salt reacts with water followed by ring opening to give cis-1,2 diester. Saponification of cis-1,2 diester yields cis-1,2 diol. So here cyclohexane is there, plus iodine, same thing, silver acetate, again iodinium salt is formed, then iodoacetate is formed, then oxonium salt. What happens? This oxonium salts in presence of water gives diacetate of cis-1,2 dihydroxy cyclohexane is formed, and with saponification we are getting 1,2 dihydroxy cyclohexane is formed. So difference between both this reaction is there. In Woodward reaction we are using water, and in Prevost reaction we are not using water. This is the difference between, main difference between Prevost hydroxylation reaction and Woodward hydroxylation reaction. So here see, we are seeing Prevost and Woodward dihydroxylation or hydroxylation. In Prevost we are seeing any alkene we can take. Alkene is there, that is here cyclopentene is taken, iodine plus AgOBZ, that is silver benzoate benzene. Then we are getting, in Prevost reaction we are getting OBZ, then on hydrolysis we are getting trans diol. In Woodward reaction, what is the, with iodine and silver benzoate, silver acetate is taken here, and here we are getting water we are taking. This on hydrolysis will give cis diol. So this is the difference between Prevost and Woodward reaction. So that is the mechanism. Here we can follow, if 2 marks question is asked or 4 marks is asked, we can give this reaction also, small example also, this example also we can take. So cyclohexene also taken, we can take cyclopentene, and these conditions. Only thing is there, in Prevost reaction there is no water, and in Woodward reaction we use water. So this is the main difference between Prevost and Woodward reaction. Once more, here I have given it in big form. So Prevost reaction we are seeing iodine and silver benzoate benzene, we are getting trans product, then hydrolysis we are getting trans diol. In Woodward reaction, iodine, silver acetate is there, and here we are seeing that H3O plus hydronium ion is used, and we are getting the product, and on hydrolysis we are getting cis diol. So main difference between this is that Prevost and Woodward reaction we are seeing that it is, in Woodward reaction we use water, but here in benzene